57 years of life teaches you a lot. Today, I want to share some of my life learnings that I wish I knew several decades ago. This video is part one of a three-part series that I'm doing on some of the life lessons I've learned over these 57 years. And this part is all about purpose, how to lead a fulfilling life, finding your purpose. And more specifically, what about when you don't seem to have a purpose or can't find your purpose? And if you're listening to me, but you can't actually concentrate on what I'm saying because you're too distracted with this very loud blouse I'm wearing, oh, hello. I bought it as my Valentine's blouse, but then I just decided, no, I'm going to wear it more often. And you know what? Because when you get to my age, you worry less about what people are thinking. I love this. Wear things that make you feel alive and make you feel happy. These little hearts on this blouse are about sending love out to you. Life can be tough. We all need a little bit of love. There were many years that I would just be thinking, oh, I was just like almost envious of people who just were so clear on what their life's purpose was. Reading books or attending seminars, and questions would be there. Yeah, what is your life's purpose? What are you all about? And I almost felt a bit inadequate when I didn't have an answer. I felt pressured to find my life purpose, like it was a hidden treasure waiting to be found and revealed for me to act on and run with. I'm thinking about it very differently than I did. So, this is what I know now and wish I knew decades ago. Now, remember, I'm not an expert. These are my own life reflections. What I have learned and what I firmly believe now is that finding your life's purpose is not like searching for the hidden treasure. Purpose is built step by step through our thoughts, our experiences, our circumstances, our jobs, our families, the people that we surround ourselves with. But most importantly, I think purpose is built by our actions. You don't need a clearly defined purpose in your 20s, 30s, 40s, or even 50s. You don't need to have all the answers. But what I think you do need is you do need to know what energizes you, what lights you up. Follow the energy. Start paying attention to the things that light you up, that energize you. That's what will lead to living a fulfilling life. I was listening the other day to the Double Win podcast, and they were interviewing Rich Litvin talking about an energy audit, finding those things that energize you and lift you up and light you up, but also identifying those things that drain you of energy. And so the first exercise he says to do with this energy audit is just very simple. You take a piece of paper, you put a line down the middle of it, and on one side you put what are the things that light me up or what are the things that energize me, and on the other side of the page you write what are the things that drain me of energy. Isn't it funny how you'll find if you do this that right hand column, what are the things that drain me of energy, just seems much easier to fill out. Looking backwards or thinking backwards, sometimes it's harder to do. We're not quite as reflective as we are when we're thinking forward. So he also suggests a 30-day exercise. Yes, it takes a little bit of work, but again, this is about leading and living a fulfilling life. He calls it gentle reflection, and to do it at the end of each day. At the end of each day, just simply ask yourself, okay, what happened today that actually fed my soul, that nourished my soul, that nurtured my spirit, that energized me? Ask yourself to identify something or some things, plural, that did that for your day and put them on your list. Keep this going for 30 days. Not only is it easier for us to think about it when we're thinking in forward time and in real time at the end of each day for 30 days, but the other thing that it does is that makes us more aware of it because we're thinking about it every day. It actually starts to change our mindset and we start to focus on the things that light us up and energize us. And not only does it make us more aware of it, it also makes us more deliberate in our actions, more deliberate in building these things into our day to day living. How fabulous is that? This costs not one penny. Well, maybe it costs like the cost of the piece of paper and a pen, but I'm sure you have that sitting around or put it in your phone, whatever works for you. You will be surprised about the things that end up on that little list of yours. And if you're thinking, oh, that sounds like a lot of work. Yes, it takes some work. This is your life. This is about leading your best life, growing into your best possible self, your future self. Well, thank you. And remember, I love this quote from Susan Hyatt. I may not have the exact words right, but she says, don't complain about the results you did not get from the work you did not do. Some of these things take a little bit of work, but the rewards will be worth it. Don't worry about having your life's purpose defined and being overwhelmed with that. Chase the energy, follow the energy. They will lead you to your most fulfilling life. Now, if you're saying, I can't do that, I have work to do, I have bills to pay. Yes, I know that. And maybe you're in a job that you don't like, or maybe you're in a job that just stresses you beyond. But you have to do that because you have obligations and you have to pay the bills. That's your reality right now. It doesn't mean that you can't find something in that day, in that job, that energizes you. Maybe it's a conversation. Maybe it was the brief few minutes at the beginning of the day or at the end of the day when you were holding your child's hand or your grandchild's hand as you picked them up or dropped them off at school. Maybe it was that 15 minutes that you found to do a little bit of reading. Maybe it was your morning workout or kissing your child or your spouse goodbye as you head out the door to go to work. It could be anything. Maybe it's that dance class you're taking in the evening. Maybe it's the community group you volunteer with. Search your day, find the things that energized you. Think about these things. And this little exercise helps you figure out and become aware of the things that energize you, which then leads you to starting to add more of these types of moments to your everyday living and lead you to your best self. These life lessons have shaped my journey and continue to shape my journey. I am still practicing. I am still learning. In many ways, I feel like I am just getting started. Yes, I may know these life lessons, but it still takes practice to fully embrace them and live them every day. I'm here to share them. I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Tell me what your best life lesson is that you should share with other people. Or if you're trying this exercise, tell me some of your biggest surprises. We learn from one another. Comment below. Part 2 and Part 3 will be released in the next week or so.